저의 튜터가 이번 주까지 계속 바쁠 예정이라서 오늘도 새로운 튜터와 수업을 진행하였습니다. 일단 제가 항상 기준으로 내세운 3가지 조건 중에 2가지를 충족했어요. 1번과 2번 모두 충족을 했고요. 3번은 나쁘지 않았어요. 속도가 그냥 보통 정도? 그리고 무엇보다 개인적인 얘기보다는 제 얘기를 많이 하게 해주는 것 같아서 마음에 들었습니다. 그럼 오늘의 수업을 보도록 할게요.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How about you?
I'm doing well, thank you. My name's Sarah.
Sarah?
Yeah, I'm from Canada, but I'm living in Vietnam.
Oh yeah, I know because I've already seen your profile.
Ah, nice.
Yeah. Oh, why do you live in Vietnam?
I'm gonna let you introduce yourself first because it's a very long story.
Okay. My name is Jin.
Nice to meet you.
I am 38 years old and I'm child-free.
Ah, me too.
Oh, really?
33
Wow.
and child-free.
You're married?
No.
Single and child-free?
Yes.
Wow. And when now I'm a housewife, but before I was an air mechanic, engineer for airlines.
Wow.
Yeah, but not now because one of the team manager bullied me, so I quit, and then I met my husband and married.
Wow.
I feel the same when I see your profile. You said you had a lot of job, right?
Yeah, different. Like I worked in hospitality, so like I worked in restaurants and bars, and for a few years I worked on yachts as a stewardess, and now I'm teaching. And when I was 20, I worked at the post office for a few years. I've worked in a hotel.
So I was too. So actually at first, whenever I changed my job, I feel guilty. I felt guilty, and sometimes I feel disappointed at me because I can lost. I didn't do my job for a long time.
Okay.
But now I come to think of it, it's really good for me because I can experience a lot.
Yeah.
Come to think of it, when I died, if I do only one job, I rather, I don't know how to say, but in that case, I will disappointed and regret.
You'll have regret. You'll have regret.
But because I did a lot of experience. Now I think it is better.
No, 100%. I think one of the most ridiculous things is when people don't like their jobs, or they change their mind. You finish university and you start working. Sometimes people go, oh, maybe this isn't for me, but they feel like they've committed so much time that they have to do it. And then they spend their lives in jobs that they don't like. I think it's crazy that people think it's a failure to change your mind.
Because they want to stable.
Yeah. But I think it's much worse to do something that you don't like, because the minute you quit doing something that you don't like, there's room for you to find something that you love. Maybe you won't find it right away, but you can always try something new again. And like it turned out very well. You ended up having what sounds like a really cool job as an aero mechanic. But when that didn't work out, when something went wrong, you ended up finding your husband.
Oh, yeah.
So, like,
and between them, I found another job.
Ah, great.
Yeah, not now. But so I think if we throw away one of our job, we can find another thing.
Right, right.
But many people feel afraid of fears.
Yeah.
Fear.
Yeah.
So
people, I think people really have like a fear of failure. Like they don't want people to look at them like a failure. Like
right.
But I've always, you know, I've never been in a like professional job. I went to school for a while and I took an image consultant program because I thought I might want to be a stylist. I was thinking maybe I'd work in film or TV or something. And as soon as I finished my schooling, I realized that working in fashion was not for me. I didn't want to do it. But I realized it very quick. I didn't, and I didn't say like, oh, I just did all this schooling. What a waste of time. My thought was, oh, thank goodness I'm realizing it now and not in 5 years. You know, I realized it and then I moved on. I think when something's not making you happy, like, or in my case, I think I have a responsibility to make a change. If something's not working, only I have the ability to change it. So if I choose not to do anything and I'm miserable, that's my own fault. I have no right to complain.
When we postpone our decision, we waste of time.
For sure.
That amount. I wonder one thing. I've heard a lot of English speaking speakers go to Vietnam to teach English. Are there many people in Vietnam to learn English?
Yes. So Vietnam right now, I think the country they want all the young people to be learning English. They want that to be, you know, a common language for the growing population, because Vietnam's developing quite quickly now. And I think they know they will be kind of left behind if the only language spoken is Vietnamese, because Vietnamese isn't spoken anywhere else in the world. It's not anywhere else in the world. So like English, there are many countries where people speak English, but if you're Vietnamese and speak Vietnamese, there's no other country you can go to and speak your own language. So they want to have a second language that is, you know, international.
Actually, come to think of it, I've been to Vietnam before. I went to Da Nang. Do you know Da Nang?
I do, yeah. I actually live just 2 hours north of Da Nang.
Oh, really? I stayed 4 days and 5 nights in some resort. At that time, I found out they cannot speak English. They wasn't able to speak English at all. So I remembered. I thought they were not interested in English, but now I realized many people teach English in Vietnam. So
when did you visit?
It was 10 years ago. 10 years ago.
Yeah, I think most hospitality workers do speak English that I found, even like a basic English. So if people work in hotels, you know, tour companies, that kind of thing, usually some of the staff will speak English. So I was surprised to hear that. But 10 years ago, maybe there weren't so many Westerners in Da Nang. Yeah. It's now Da Nang has a very big expat community. Lots of lots of white people.
So now you teach English in Vietnam?
I'm actually only teaching on Cambly.
Teaching only Cambly?
Yeah.
And what do you do except Cambly?
Well, this is my main job. This is what I've been doing since October.
Huh?
But I'm actually, now that I've been here for 15 months, and I've decided that I'm going to stay here for a few years, hopefully.
Excuse me, you stayed in Vietnam now for 1 year?
Yeah, just
almost
over a
1
year.
Then this Cambly is your main job, and rest of the day time you enjoy your life?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I'm actually planning to open a bar, so I'm busy. I'm doing lots of work.
Open a bar in Vietnam?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. So very big change in my life. I'm planning to stay here about 3 years right now. But after 3 years, maybe I'll still want to live here. In that case, I'll stay. And if I'm ready to go somewhere else, then I will move on. But
move on Vietnam?
Move on. I don't know. In 3 years, I don't know what I'll want to do.
Wow.
But,
I'm sorry to ask you about this, but do you think it's a good timing to open a new bar?
Well, where I am, it's perfect timing because it's not busy with tourists, but there is a good community here of locals. So I will have a local clientele, and it will give me time to make sure everything is perfect and organized, and I'm doing well with the drinks and food before tourism starts again.
Why I ask you about this? Because of COVID-19.
Right.
Yeah.
We've been very lucky in Vietnam, and the pandemic's been controlled really well.
Yeah.
So it's Hopefully
it's no matter.
Continues, knock on wood. Hopefully that it stays that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel jealous of you speak English, because if I was English speaking people, how do I say?
If I was a native English speaker,
native English speaker, I want to have a life to teach English, and I want to stay all kinds of country.
Right.
Yeah.
I think we're very, like you said, we're very lucky, and sometimes I think we take it for granted.
Take it for granted. It means lucky.
Yeah. So it is going to be the luck.
Because I like to teach, so if I can speak English, and if I can teach English to others, I think I feel happy. So that's why I start to study English.
Okay.
But I think it will take much time to be like that.
Right. Well, I love that you're working towards it. That's great.
Working towards?
Working towards it.
Yeah. I think when I become a grandmother, when I become elderly people, that time I can teach English.
Right.
Actually, when I start to study English, I feel hurry.
You feel like you must get it done.
Yeah, and I felt frustrated very often, and I feel annoyed because I can, even though I study English for 1 year or 2, but I cannot speak English what I want still.
Right.
Yeah.
it's so difficult to learn another language,
Yeah.
and it takes so much time and patience, right?
Yeah.
Because even though you're getting better constantly, it's difficult to notice it. It's hard to see.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So after I accept the thing, I have to spend much time than I thought.
Yeah.
After that, I feel I could feel relaxed.
Right. Right. So you had to spend more time than you expected.
Yeah, I had to spend more time. And actually, I have an original tutor for 6 years. I know 6 months. 6
Wow.
months. In Cambodia.
Yeah.
But now she lived in Cambodia. She lives in Cambodia. But she said she had to go back to America for 3 months. So from since last week, I've been trying to find new tutor, but you know, I always disappointed.
Right. It's very difficult to find someone that works for you, because like maybe someone's a good tutor, but maybe you're just not right for each other. I think that happens often.
Yeah. So actually, I think there are few tutor to teach English in Cambodia.
Few.
Yeah, few. Because first, I think, but I think you're so good. That's why I talk about this.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Because when I choose a tutor, there are some point. How do I say? There are 3 points that I want. The first is correct my sentence by typing like you do. Yeah. But you know, when I ask someone to correct my sentence, even I ask correct sentence, some of them didn't do at all. Didn't do correct my sentence because they don't recognize the needs.
Okay.
I thought that the reason is they haven't ever learned the other language.
Okay.
So whenever I choose a tutor, I see their profile, and in case they learn another language, I thought I choose more.
You'd prefer them.
Yeah, prefer them. And because in that case they can know the struggles.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I don't speak a second language, but I took Spanish in high school. Did terrible, so terrible. I had a very hard time. And then here in Vietnam, a couple of months ago, I took Vietnamese lessons for a few weeks, and it's really, really hard. It's like Chinese in that it's a tonal language, but you know how Chinese has 4 tones?
I know.
Vietnamese has 6. And these
really?
are it's very hard to recognize and even harder to pronounce as an English speaker. Like you have to retrain your mouth.
Yeah.
And my tutor, she was a very nice lady, and she tutors a couple of my friends, but she wasn't right for me, and she it was not good. And I couldn't keep going to her because I wasn't progressing. She kept going forward when I was not competent in what she just taught. So instead of making sure I understood the material, she would continue. And I'm like, no, I don't get it. So I had to stop, and I do want to learn, but maybe when I have more time to focus on it. But it is really difficult,
so
to learn a second
you can
language.
understand how hard to find the teacher I like.
Exactly. Yeah, because not every teacher is right for every student.
Yeah,
for
right.
Sure.
And the second is, the second problem is when I choose a tutor. When some of the tutor speak about themselves too much.
Okay.
You know?
Yes.
Because the reason why we do this Cambly is to get a chance to speak, but I think they forgot about, they don't catch about them. They don't recognize about them. Why we speak, why do enroll this Cambly?
They don't think about it. They're just think, we're here to chat.
Yeah, and also I know why they speak a lot, because they don't make a awkward atmosphere, silent atmosphere.
Right.
Because I think they are worried about student. They are worried that students feel bored.
Right.
Yeah, but that's not. If they don't speak a lot, that time students thought about what kind of question I make. And during the time make a sentence.
Yeah.
But actually 2 days ago I speak another tutor. She speak. I think she feel lonely also, because she said she feel lonely from this job, because they don't meet people. They don't meet people because of COVID-19. So she started to speak a lot about her. And even I'm not good at English yet. So
I think, Jin, you're very good at English.
Oh, really?
Yes. I think you're harder on yourself than other people would be. I think, people are very self-critical. We don't...
Self-critical?
Yes.
Critical, what is that?
Self-critical. So...
I think I get it.
Right. So
pessimistic?
No.
No.
But imagine someone else is speaking English, learning English. You would probably be like, you're doing so good. You're doing great. But for yourself, you're like, I'm doing terrible. You're hard on yourself.
Anyway, I can speak a little now, but I'm still not good, and I'm not enough. So speaking English, listening is more difficult to me. Difficult for me to than speaking English.
Okay.
So, but the tutor spoke so fast and a lot, too much. So 2 days ago, I thought it's really hard to find a good tutor.
Right. It's a struggle. It's work.
Yeah.
It's definitely work.
Then, why do you learn Vietnam?
Why was I trying to learn Vietnamese?
Vietnamese.
Well, because I'm opening a bar, I wanted to, and even besides that, I just wanted to be able to have basic communication with people here, because I'm planning to live here. I want to be a part of the community. Like, I think it's really important if you're living in a different country that you make an effort to be able to speak the language.
Yeah.
So, but I found many expats here who've lived here for years don't speak the language at all. It's very common.
Yeah.
It's actually, I only know a few people that speak Vietnamese fluently. It's rare. It's so difficult.
Yeah, right. I have another question. Will your customer be the local people or foreigner like you?
I have a feeling, or I know it's going to be mostly Westerners, but I really hope to be able to attract Vietnamese customers as well. Because I'm opening somewhere, that's different. I visited this city in September when I was actually motorbiking through the whole country, and I stopped here, and I fell in love with the city, and I was like, I'm coming back here after the rainy season. I'm moving here. I'm going to open my bar, and there is a really good a good expat community here. So
what city?
It's called Hue.
Hue?
Yeah. It's the ancient capital, actually. So back when Vietnam was ruled by, kings, this is where the imperial palace was. So it's very beautiful. Got lots of canals and temples and monasteries and pagodas. It's not like...
Is that one of the sightseeing place?
Yeah, it's somewhere you come if you want to learn about the history of Vietnam, for sure, and eat the food that they would make for royalty. The food here is so good.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I miss the food. As I remember, the food was good.
Yes. Yeah. I eat so much in Vietnam, and it's so cheap that I'm like, I'm just contributing to the local economy. It's good that I'm buying lots of food from these ladies.
And I want to say, you are learning Vietnamese. I didn't know they have 6 tones, 6 accent.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's tough.
I think it is more difficult than Chinese.
Yeah. I think it's probably one of the hardest languages to learn. But I have some basics down. Though, sometimes the local ladies laugh at me because my accent's wrong, but they know what I'm trying to say because of the context.
Like
I know, they know what I'm trying to say because of the context. So maybe my pronunciation is wrong, but if I'm at the market, they know I'm asking about something related to the market, but the way I pronounce it, the word might have a totally different meaning.
Yeah, I know.
So it's like the word will have 5 meanings if I pronounce it wrong. Like
resort and lizard. No,
kind of. So you have ma, and ma with 5 or 6 different tones. It's going to mean like mother. It's going to mean ghost. It's going to mean rice seedling. Really? It has 5 different meanings.
Depending on the tone?
Exactly. So people will, if I say something wrong, they sometimes are like, that makes no sense. But they think, oh, well, she's obviously trying to order a drink from me because I'm selling drinks.
Yeah. Well, I know how hard to remember the word, but you even remember the tone.
You have to remember the tone too.
Yeah, you have to remember the tone too.
I feel like I've forgotten most of the things I learned, but at least I have my numbers, so I can. Before I knew how to ask how much at the market, but I didn't know what they were saying back, so it didn't help me. Now at least I know.
Yeah. There's 1 minute, so I want to say, I think you're a good tutor. Because why I say to you this, because even if I don't make a reservation again because I have original tutor, but if I had another chance, if she got busy, I think I will find you. I find you. Yeah.
That's really nice to hear.
So don't get me wrong if I don't make a reservation.
No worries. I would totally understand. But hopefully I get to talk to you again sometime.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you about my adventure, how I ended up in Vietnam.
Oh, really? Okay. Now I will let you go. Bye.
Okay, good to meet you. We'll see you
Have a nice day.